Spectrum Health's Betty Ford Breast Care Service is offering accessible and inclusive detection screening through the mobile mammography unit with staff that is familiar with the LGBTQ community and their needs. Joining us with more details is Catherine Williams, event specialist, along with Leslie Boker, proud to be healthy coordinator with Grand Rapids Pride Center. So first we start off with Leslie. Good morning to you, Leslie.
Good morning.
If you would like to go ahead and speak to the importance of this community partnership and then providing an inclusive and welcoming screening event for our LGBTQ community.
Certainly. Well, we're coming together with the Grand Rapids LGBTQ plus Healthcare Consortium, the West Michigan Coalition for Breast Health, and Baxter Community Center, as well as Spectrum Health, of course, and the Grand Rapids Pride Center, to provide affirming, inclusive LGBTQ plus mammography. The reason that that's kind of special is we don't always in our community get the preventative screenings that we need because there's a history of encountering homophobia, transphobia in medical settings. Having folks who already know and already accept and are working together with LGBTQ organizations here in town, it's very important to make people feel safe, especially in a vulnerable situation like having a mammogram.
Absolutely, something that's already so private anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll go ahead and circle back around and talk to you in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and check back in with Catherine here and welcome her to the show. Good morning to you, Catherine.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It is our pleasure. So what are the screening guidelines for people? What should they be aware of before scheduling this appointment? And when is all this taking place?
Yeah, so our screening event at the Baxter Community Center is taking place on Saturday, June 12th. We have appointments starting at 9 a.m. You can call 616-486-6022 to schedule. And during that call, you can speak with our scheduling staff and our trained mammography techs about screening guidelines that may be specific to your needs. But generally, we recommend that people over the age of 40 get screened annually, and potentially younger if you have a family history or are at high risk for breast cancer. So we want to make sure that people get their annual screening when right for them through our many options in the mobile or in our 14 locations around West Michigan.
And let's go ahead, Catherine, and talk about the options that are available for those who may not have insurance coverage for that early detection screening.
Yeah, thanks for asking about that. That's a huge benefit of working with our Betty Ford Breast Care Services team. They have knowledge, understanding, and access to resources and support for people who may have uninsured or underinsured family members looking for screening as well. So if you call that phone number 616-486-6022, our schedulers and staff will be able to walk you through and talk through your individual needs and provide resources and granting opportunities to cover the costs of a mammography.
And as far as this mobile unit, I think it's pretty awesome to point out how extensive this actually is for something that's on wheels like that.
Yeah, it's a full service clinic. The experience on board is very personal and private. So for this outreach and event and many others, it's a great opportunity for folks to come on board and be able to ask questions to the mammography techs, our schedulers, that answer the questions that are on their mind. It's also a very comfortable environment. You know, for every person who boards the mobile unit, we have a private dressing room and comfortable seating and space for you to prepare for your appointment.
Wonderful. And this is either for Catherine or Leslie. What other health and wellness related Pride events should people be aware of this month? Whoever would like to answer that.
The Grand Rapids Pride Center is collaborating with the Kent County Health Department on June 16th to bring an affirming COVID vaccine clinic combined with STI testing there at the Pride Center. Please look forward to it.
Wonderful. All right. So once again, what we were just talking about, it's that early detection mammography screening for the LGBTQ plus community that's out there. Go to the Baxter Community Center. The address is on your screen. It's Saturday, June 12th. So not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, 9 to 2. To schedule that appointment, your number is on the screen, 616-486-6022. Thank you so much for the time this morning, Catherine and Leslie.